All right, so today we're going to be taking a look at the all-in-one SofaBaton X1 smart remote control. Now, this remote control is going to replace all of your other remote controls. You're not going to have one for your DVD player, one for your TV, one for your sound bar, one for your Xbox. You can have it all in one right here. I'm going to show you how to program a couple of different TVs into this, as well as a DVD player. We're not going to do the Xbox or the sound bar because they're just going to install the same way that you do the TVs and the DVD player. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you this remote. It's a really slick looking remote, and it's just got your basic features on here. You got a power button at the top, a back button, then you're going to have a large digital display right here. It's going to show you what devices you have installed. Right now I have no devices because I'm going to show you how to do it. Then you've got a scrolling wheel right here, which is going to allow you to scroll up and down through the devices that you have installed. Then you got a little control wheel here that's going to go left and right, up and down, and then you have your OK. Then you've also got your home button, your back button, your menu button, volume channel, and all of your other buttons right here. And then you can program these to do whatever you want them to do. Like, you'd probably want this to be your Netflix, and this to be your Hulu, and maybe that to be your Paramount Plus, and then another streaming subscription. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to download the SofaBaton app, and I'm going to turn on my screen record so that you can see how this works. I already have the app installed, and so we're going to show you how to get now the TV. I got a TCL TV. I'm going to do a Fire TV, and then I'm also going to do my Samsung DVD player. Okay, so the SofaBaton app is in the third row down right next to the Snapchat app. So the first thing that we're going to do here is set up a new hub. Now, your hub is right here, and this is where everything is going to download to, and this is going to be your communication device between the TV and the remote control. So these two are going to be the communicators, and you're going to connect this to your home Wi-Fi. They do give you a power cable and also the wall adapter. So we're going to plug this into the back, and it's going to be a USB-C plug. So if you happen to misplace this power cable, you can use any USB-C power cable to get that working. So when you plug in the device, the first thing you're going to get here is a green flashing light or a blue flashing light, and then we're going to follow all of the on-screen instructions. Now that I have it plugged into power, I'm going to push next, and it's going to tell me that I need to long press this button in the back in order to get a blue LED blinking light. So I'm going to press it for about 3 to 4 seconds, and after you do that, you can see right here I do have a blue LED light that is blinking, and so we're just going to tell the app that it is blinking. Push next, and then it is the SofaBaton X1, and then next thing we're going to have to do is connect to our home Wi-Fi. So we're going to put the password in, give it provision, and then as it is syncing to the Wi-Fi, it's going to confirm all these, configure everything that needs to configure, and this is really only going to take a couple of seconds to do. And we're going to push our OK. Then we're going to connect to the hub. And you can see this just powered on all by itself. So the first thing that we're going to do here is up in the top right-hand corner under Devices, we're going to push the plus. I want to connect by Wi-Fi. You can connect infrared, or you can connect Bluetooth, or you can do Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is going to be the easiest because I know that my TV is a smart TV, a Wi-Fi TV. And what this is going to do is scan to find the TVs, and there you can see there's a 65-inch TCL Roku TV. We're going to click that. Then right here we can change the icon if we want to, from a TV to an HD TV or whatever, any of these icons that you would want it to be. Or go ahead and push HD just because it is an HD TV, and then we're going to push complete. Now what it's doing is downloading all of the codes and software to the hub right here. Once it is downloaded to the hub, then it's going to connect to the remote control, and it's going to download it to the remote control. So that download is complete, and then we're going to just complete it. Then we're going to go ahead and power on our remote control. And what it's doing right now, you can see it says that it is syncing. What it's syncing to is not the TV, it is syncing to the hub. Then once that information is transferred from the hub to the remote control, we're going to be able to control our TV. So on the SofaBaton, we're going to click Devices, and on the device you can see that all I have now is the 65-inch TCL Roku TV. We're going to select that, and then all of the features that are available on the original remote are going to appear here, just like that. So there's my power on info, There's all of my inputs, and these are just through the scrolling wheel. Now, I don't have to use the scrolling wheel. I can use any of these buttons down here as well. So we're going to go ahead and power this on using the brand new remote, and there it is. Now, with the remote, I can use all of these buttons without having to program them because it already knows that they're there. So there we go, just like that, using the remote control. And I can choose any of the features here on my TV that I want to. Next thing I want to do is show you how easy it is to connect my Blu-ray player. So the first thing I'm going to do here is power on my Blu-ray player just to make sure that I'm able to connect to it. And the next thing I want to do is just using the app, I want to click the plus, and then I also, this time, I'm going to connect it a little bit different. I'm going to go with the infrared, and we're going to pick the searching this time. This time what I'm going to do is put in like the code or the class of DVD player. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is select what brand this is. So it is a Samsung, and then under Samsung you got all of the TVs, then you got audios and sound bars, and then we're going to get down here to the DVD players. Now, to find the exact DVD player that you have, or soundbar or TV, it's always going to be stamped on the bottom side or the back side of the device. So I want you to come right over here, and you can see that this is the Blu-ray disc player, and right here is the model. So what we're going to look for is the 8D5700. And so that's this one right here. And then these are all of the features, the buttons. We can get those programmed in there. We can trigger all those just to make sure that the testing is going to work for the remote or for the DVD player. We're going to be good with just those, just for an example. We're going to complete that. You can see that it's downloading again, and then we're going to be able to use this remote to control our DVD player. We're going to go into another room and we're going to program another TV. The thing about going from room to room is that it's going to work best if you take your hub with you so that it is close to the TV and it can receive that infrared signal, and then it can do all the transmitting that it needs to do. So after you get the two TVs programmed and your DVD player, your sound bars, whatever you're doing, then you can put this in one central location, and your remote control will be able to communicate with it over the network. So the first thing that we're going to do is just show you here that we have added the Samsung, and then when we go into our remote control, you can see now that it has been added to the remote control as well. Going to be able to work that just as any other DVD player using this primary remote control. Now I've taken two remote controls, condensed them into one. We're going to go into the other room. We're going to program one more TV. Okay, so now we're in my daughter's room, and I did bring the hub in here with us. I don't need to reprogram the hub. I just plugged it in and it got a green light, and we are good to go. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to click under devices. We're going to add a device, and we are going to add this device. This time we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick the infrared also. And we're going to search again. This time, we're going to search Fire TV. And with the Fire TV, it doesn't give you a whole bunch of makes and models. It's just a Fire TV. And so when we select that, we got all of the programs listed here and the commands listed. And all we're going to do now is just push our next button. And here's going to give us the option to change the icon. Because we do have the TCL TV on the HD icon, we're going to go ahead and just pick that TV icon and complete it. And when I do that, the remote control automatically turns on. We are downloading again to the hub, and then the hub is going to communicate with the remote control. Now I want you to notice right up here, it is indicating that it is a low battery. On the bottom side here, you do have a USB-C plug, which means that this does not take your standard AAA batteries. This is a rechargeable remote control, and they do give you another charging cable for this as well. So that's a big plus in my book. Completed on that download, it's going to add that Fire TV. It added two Fire TVs because I confirmed it twice. That was my mistake, not the app. So when we now, on the remote control, when we click devices, we have a Fire TV that is now available. And using just the remote control, we're going to be able to click the Fire TV, and what that's going to give us now is all the options that are available on the Fire TV. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to click our home button. Now we are connected. Notice here we're going to be able to scroll across and choose any app that we want, all using the brand new remote control. Right here is the original remote, and we have our new remote, and we are good to go. Now with the new remote, I also want to show you, this is with every TV. It gives you your power option. These are going to be your inputs, your HDMI or your USB-C, your DirecTV. These are all of the apps that you can go to. By the way, let me show you. If we just go to Prime Video and click the wheel on the TV, we're going to Prime Video, just like that. Super easy. I'm going to go now to the Netflix, just watch the TV. And now we open up the Netflix app. We are not signed into Netflix right now, but we are at the app just to show you that the device does work. Now there's a bunch of other things that you can do on this remote control. Looking at the app itself, we can go down here to the bottom where it says activities, and we can program activities that when we turn on the TV, it's going to turn on the Xbox, or it's going to turn on a sound bar. You can program some of the keys to do different features other than its original feature, like a power button or a back button or a forward button. You can make those buttons do whatever you want them to do. So if you're looking for an all-in-one remote, you can see I just programmed 3 devices in just about 12 minutes. And that's only because I don't have a Wi-Fi connection. What I have is a 4G connection, and so my data download is just a little bit slower than a wireless. But even with a 4G connection, I'm able to use this remote, connect all of my TVs, and from this room, now I can even reach to the TCL TV. I can control that TV from here, or from there, I can control this TV. Got a good reach with this, and again, so convenient, so nice to have. They sent this to me at no charge for this review. I really like this remote, and I think that if you use multiple remotes for multiple devices, this one right here, the all-in-one smart remote, is definitely one that needs to be on your list.